It's time to take a walk as we now join Bao at Hikaru Station, an independent whale VTuber. Seen here saying, I woke up and everyone is in a collar and leash. Okay, if you want to be a dog so bad, let's go get you spayed and neutered. Well, those were some certainly cryptic tweets. Let's now quickly check in with Artemis of the Blue, a shark of the Great Blue. Seen here saying, keep seeing this collar meme on the timeline. The fuck are y'all doing over there? All right, well, none of this is making sense yet. Let's just next check in with Ayunda Risu of Hololive Indonesia, a chaotic squirrel VTuber who can be seen here wearing a collar as provided by Amri, with Risu asking, tell me guys, where did you get the assets for this? It's for research purpose. All right, and we're now getting in some word about what this is all about as we check in with our field correspondent, ID. Yes, false, we have found the source of all of these tweets. That coming from Mayamiya Mao, who has their second anniversary coming up in August, and also provided these assets, saying, we've prepared a leash for you to keep if you're interested in buying one, with this VTuber then seen showing off the goods. And that is not all, as Zashiki Taka has provided these prison cell doors with hands, saying this is a free material where you can be both the captive and the captor. There is a man, beast, and glove version, so feel free to color correct it. As we also have here Suzuko Ran providing this bloody knife asset, saying that it is mainly for VTubers and that they made the materials so that anyone can become a yandere. Well, those are all certainly unique, but let's now check in with Iron Mouse of Vshojo, a sweet demon queen who we are told has a very important announcement. Let's check in with her now. All right, and the announcement is simply her holding this leash and saying, call me tsundere again. This is going to be a thing, isn't it? Oh yes, we have, let's see, 1, 2, 3. Wow, only 3. Only 3 other VTubers have done this. No, 300 other VTubers have done this. Oh boy, here we go. All right, let's go ahead and check in with Iofi of Hololive Indonesia, the having fun alien, a highly prominent and well-respected VTuber, now seen here putting on the collar and saying woof woof, bark bark. Oh, and that's not all, as here we have Muna Hoshinova holding that leash, as Muna is also a part of Hololive Indonesia, and being as bright as the full moon, as beautiful as the galaxy. And oh, would you look at that, she was not aware of any of this until this was posted by Iofi, aka Aerofi. Alright, so 1 or 2 Hololive members got in on this trend. Not a big deal, as we can clearly now check in with Usada Pecora, one of Hololive's most prominent talents, and see that she would have absolutely nothing at all to do with something like this. And there she is wearing the collar, saying it's a complete defeat, Master Noel, having then been led around on this leash by Shirogane Noel, leading to many questions about Hololive's workplace practices. Oh, and next we have Sky at Ice Witch Sky, an Ice Elf Witch VTuber, seen here fully locked up, saying, help, the witch hunters came to get me, I didn't do anything wrong, you believe me right. Serves you right, knife ears. And here we have Yura Rikado, seen here saying, you will fall head over heels for me, being Prism Project's Gen 3 agent at your service.
I got you a little present. Do you like it? Well, put it on. Let's go for a walk.
How very thoughtful of her. And what is that smell, you may ask? Well, it's Neebles, the skunk-made VTuber, seen here saying, it's just a sussy baka and it cannot be that bad. I'm feeling like imposter. I might just be a monster, as this criminal skunk would later demand, leave me and my little ponies alone. Truly a criminal mastermind. As we now turn to the perfectly sane Mary at Mary Dog. Dog Boy Final Fantasy addict, male VTuber, and webcomic writer, politely asking, "Wanna go for a walk?" To which Uni at Uni-Iho, a freelance artist and Pinko Doggo who loves pesto, would have her eyes light up and reply with, "You don't even need to ask, my darling." Yes, this is truly a healthy and not at all insane VTuber relationship. And now checking in with Vey of Vshojo and a self-professed degen, we can clearly see here that this succubus has taken up the role of both holding the leash as well as wearing the collar, as befitting this female demon. Oh, and here we have Amaris Yuri, a snow leopard VTuber of CyberLive Generation 1, saying, "Manager San has locked me in until debut tomorrow. Please, someone help bail me out. It's cold in here, but there is no snow." And the imprisonment seemed to have worked, as this CyberLive debut went ahead, complete with details about this VTuber, as well as impressions of other CyberLive members. Okay, and we are now back to Ajisai Eurydice, the Say So Enough zombie VTuber who will be debuting October 10th, with this perfectly harmless undead VTuber saying, "You thought I was going to wear the collar. Cute." And oh, here we go. We have Araka Luto, second generation member of Prism Project, tightly holding the leash and stating, "I think this is what you guys all wanted, right? Call me daddy." As Ludo's infamous character illustrator, Amashiro Natsuki, aka Nacho Neko, aka Nacho Mama, would reply to Ludo stating caressing to both Ludo's confusement and enjoyment. And speaking of enjoyment, here we have Pikami Amano, the Vom's Project Thunder Monster, posting this perfectly wholesome image of her holding the leash, to which Lyrica would reply, "Yes, thank you, bark bark bark, arf arf arf, woof woof, wan wan wan, yes." As Pikami would then respond with this perfectly wholesome image. All right, and here we have Bunny Gift, Southern Bunny, and Texan very eagerly saying, "Walk walk walk," as Ham, the hamster VTuber, would match that energy with this perfectly fitted collar. As here now we have Pippa Pipkin, FaZe Connect's local cord chewing rabbit, who during their debut made some pretty cool shoutouts, and who in this more inventive take can be seen holding the leash, with our point of view wearing the collar. Next up we have Shiki Miyashino, Prism Project's wildly successful dog VTuber, seen here asking, "What if the dog walked you?" And next we have Spooky at SpookyTuber, a spooky boy VTuber and troublemaker who is infinitely smug until right about now, asking out like this, "Are you crazy?" Oh, and speaking of crazy, here we have the mean little dirtbag Koki, the delinquent VTuber at Koki Monster, unsurprisingly seen here locked up, and then with the collar, saying, quote, "I lost a bet with the boss, and you're the sub leader for the day." Then timidly asking, "So what are we gonna do?" Which leads us to Rummy, the boss and tall one of the Rummy and Koki pair, seen here saying, "The collar is so fashion, but I refuse to put it on. I am a top, the likes of which has topped God." Instead, grabbing hold of the leash, exclaiming, "Oh, we're about to have some real fun now," with the collared Koki replying, "Can we at least take this back to the sewer? I don't want the gang to see." Now that's friendship. And next we have everyone's friend, the ugly bastard VTuber, Project Ugly Bastard at Ugly Project, simply stating, "There is no meme." And next up it's Lumi, a wolf VTuber from Finland, a woo, saying, "Walkie's a woo," and then, "Wait, I'm not a dog, I'm a wolf." Ah! Okay, we are now back to more Hololive, checking in with this Finnic VTuber, Omaru Polka, giving us both her dark and light side with Own or Be Owned, with Hololive English's Down Bad member, Takanashi Kiara, stating it's bad and then blushing. Here we have Moyasi at Soy Urchin, freelance artist and soybean sprout girl, giving us a look at that Mo Yandere, and Mugi at Nagami Mugi, a a dragon in training and not a snake, is once again exerting her power, simply giving the command, sit. And at last, we have Sushi Dog back with us at Osushi-chan 6, your sweet, ordinary robot girl, giving us this lovely look and asking who want to go on a walk with me. As we also now have Rainy, a British android VTuber whose 3D model is coming this year and who has been rightfully locked up as they have been charged with leering at Ikimen, possessing pictures of VTuber thighs, and General Say Sontori with a very lenient sentence of 24 hours in horny jail. A jail well known to Hololive's Natsuhiro Matsuri, with the collar placed on her and asking, what if I don't want to which Hololive English's brand new member, Iris, responded with, I want to take my senpai home right now. And then in a clear power move, saying, thank you for coming to my stream. I'm sorry I didn't notice. And here we have Girl DM, here to heckin' cheer you, as well as taking you on a harmless, healthy, and mandatory walk. With Nijisanji English, we now check in with Pomu Rainpuff, the fairy virtual liver, comfortably putting on the collar and giving her best regards, leading to brand new Nijisanji English member Rosami Lovelock, the Rose Maiden, to take Pomu for a walk in the garden for her first date with Senpai. And here now we have Mako at Neko Mako, the genetically engineered cat girl, confirming for us once and for all that kitties like walkies too, as Spiky Hamstar, your personal Oni Ham, is seen here saying, just walking my VTubers, don't mind me. And yes, of course, Nijisanji's Sarah Hoshikawa is getting in on this, holding the leash and asking, hey, you want this? As we also have another brand new member with Nijisanji English, that being Petra Gurin, a penguin learning to stream, saying, my beloved Hoshikawa senpai told me to do it. I couldn't say no, promptly putting on the collar and asking, I can't not listen to my senpai's orders, can I? As this totally work-appropriate relationship was captured here by Nato. Okay, and here is Vivi at Vividly ASMR, the radioactive ASMR VTuber, wholly caught off guard, exclaiming, why did you hand me this? Wait, hold on. And who is the dog in this situation? As Miss Fushi at Miss Fushi Gaming responded promptly to Vivi with a very welcoming, join us. Oh, and here we have Alfide, the Viking VTuber from Sweden, expertly welding this knife and claiming, I saw you gift subbing to someone else. Senpai, I'm afraid I have to stop you right there. What a shame you seem to be such a promising thrall. Later, taking the leash and clarifying, you are my thrall, and there is no way you are putting that leash on me, silly. Also with Nijisanji English, we have Finana Ryagu, who is well known to all as the pure gamer mermaid, and who certainly did not immediately put on the leash without even having been asked. As we also have here, Phase Connect's Rinko Ashilia, the Phantom Thief, and yet collared here like so many others. Of course, we have Hanamakia of Nijisanji Indonesia, or more specifically, Hanamakia 2 Electric Boogaloo, as Hana was graceful enough to post this on her secondary account, where she also happens to like her not safe for work artwork, once again proving that using a secondary account is a 200 IQ move. And not only do we have Taro, a witch of time and space, grasping the leash and saying, I got you a present, won't you try it on? But in turn, we also have Ayumi at Ayumi Oni-san, a virtual big sister with many comfy, wholesome ara-aras to share, proudly showing off here that Taro-chan is taking her for a walk. Next up, we have Iwi at Iwika on Twitch, Nekomata, Twitch and Discord partner VTuber, firstly coming at us with, did someone say walkies? And then later asking, you'll be there for my debut tomorrow, right? Yeah, I think we missed that. Time to go. As here we have Shizuko at Shizuko Games, the UK panda VTuber, stating, ask me to put on the leash one more time. You'll know the importance of sleep. ID, where in the world did that syringe come from? That is one of many hand assets coming from Didiki, giving us crossed hands, electric lecture pointer, and this mysterious concoction. Alright, let's just go ahead and move on to Persephone, your cute but devilish Nekomancer Queen VTuber, hitting us with both show of hands, who's a good boy, as well as asking, will you be my master? And look at that, we have Buff Pup, the pup VTuber, saying, I already have a collar, but thanks for the new leash. As we now check in with Pina Penguin, the harpy penguin healer of Prism Project 3rd generation, as this perpetually lost VTuber has found themselves locked up and pleading, please, whoever you are, please let me out of here. What did I even do? Not understanding that being that cute is criminal. All right, and here we have known cult leader Haruka Caribou, who is somehow not locked up, evading the authorities and taking chat out for a walk, as Kisa, the VTuber who works hard for the honey, naturally put on her crown and firmly grasp that leash. As also with Nijisanji English, Illyra Pandora, who is here to brighten up your day, can now be seen here also taking the leash for what you've all been waiting for. As we now lastly return back to Bao, giving us this this and asking us to caption this, further saying having Soy as your project manager just hits different, that being Soy at Iron Vertex, the live 2D guild, bringing us back to this tweet of Bao waking up to Soy, making her do the Hegao, as Nux at Nuxtaku responded, oh a thumbnail for our next collab. And finally, Sakura gave us this illustration of Hachima wearing that exact collar and saying, take her. And now with all of that work-safe degeneracy behind us, we turn now to our latest poll, with 8,400 of you voting on have you watched any Nijisanji English streams, with 49% of you now saying yes, 22% saying no, and 29% only having watched them through clips. And that is all for this episode. Please feel free, hold on, wait. And please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe below. Check our community tab for a brand new poll, and we'll have more Things VTubers Say for you soon.